Hey guys, Tech Kid here, and it's the first video of my channel, and what you see here in front of me is a Scribble bot. I made one of these on my own, and it's not very hard to make. And in this video today, I'm going to be telling you how to make your very own Scribble bot. Let's get started. So, like I said in the introduction, we are going to be making Scribble bots today. Now, all that's in front of me, including this in my hand, is what you need to make a Scribble bot. So, what I use for the Scribble bot body is a recyclable berry container that you can get at a grocery store just about everywhere. You can also use a plastic container, but that doesn't work as well as the cardboard container. Now, this is what you see: the motor, switch, and the battery. All you can get in a pack. I got about 6 for $10. So all these will wire up in the end, and you need 4 markers. And then when you buy these, it's gonna say to buy these. Don't do it, because when you attach it to the motor and the motor starts spinning when you flip the switch, it's gonna spin. It's not gonna make this thing move. It's not gonna generate enough vibration. So don't buy this. It's a waste of money. And use an eraser, because that is heavy, and if it spins, it's gonna make this move with the markers on the bottom. Most important part, masking tape. Whatever you do, do not use painter's tape. It doesn't stick to the plastic or the cardboard. And the link for these in the description. The link for these is in the description, and let's get down to building. So now that you've got your materials, it's time to get building. So you start with this, and you put the battery pack right here. Take your masking tape. You take a decent sized amount of tape and just tape it over the top. I do that about 2 or 3 more times till you've got the battery pack completely covered. So now that you've got that done, take these wires, take this switch right here, take the red wire and connect it to the switch. Then take the other red wire and do the same thing. So now that you're done with that part, in this part you're going to be connecting the motor to the main circuit. How you do that? You need to put the motor on the bottom, because if you put the motor on the top, it's not going to be stable enough. No matter what you put there, it's not going to be stable enough. It'll wobble around and it'll mess the entire thing up. So I put it on the bottom. As you can see with these normal scissors, I just cut 2 little slits right there, and then I cut 2 dots on the top to thread the wires down to the bottom. It's kind of a complicated process, but just watch and I will show you how to do it easily. Alright, so how you're going to connect the motor to the bottom is you're going to take this, you're going to flip it over, and you're going to put the motor, the dot on the bottom facing up, just like that. You take these 2 wires, you thread the black one through the far hole. Then you take the red one and you thread it through the closer hole. Now you flip it back over. You find each wire. This is kind of the hard part. You find where the wire goes. You might actually want to take the motor out for this part. You find where the wire goes, connect it, and just do like that. Then you do the same with the red wire. And it will turn on, so just take it and flip the switch It'll turn off. Flip it upside down. Thread it through. Then, take your masking tape and tape this down. Do that 2 or 3 times depending on how much tape you want to use in this. Don't use too much tape. I'll warn you for that. It'll weigh the Scribblebot down and then it won't be able to move. So you might have noticed when I was connecting the motor kept spinning and making this sound. Well, that's because these 2 wires on the end of these red cords are touching each other. If they touch each other, they close the circuit and turn the motor on. You want to be able to flip the switch to close the circuit and turn the motor on. So I made a mistake there. Don't do the same thing that I did. All right, let's get down to one of the last parts. Taping the markers on. So what you do is you flip this over, take just one marker, take a piece of tape, hold the marker on the end, and tape it on. Just like that. Now do it until the marker won't wobble around or change positions, because that is crucial to making this bot be able to scribble. So I do it a few times around, and then when I'm done with that, I take a longer piece of tape and just to reinforce these tapes, tape it along the thing. So that is how you tape the markers on. Do it at least, sorry, marker dropped on the table. Do it 4 times because you need 4 markers. All right, now you're almost done with your Scribblebot. And you just have 2 things to do. Now I'm going to mention some things about the markers before we do that. So some things about the markers is you want all the tips to be touching the ground, or, well, one marker's not gonna work. And also, they're super hard to hold and tape on at the same time. So it's good to have a sibling or a parent to help you with that. All right, the things you need to do. You're gonna need to tape this switch down. So take this and just simply tape the cords to the box. All right, now, when I turn this on, it's not gonna generate any vibration. This isn't gonna move. So what are you gonna do? Eraser. Hold the back of this so it doesn't go flying out, and just press the eraser until it's on. So now you're finally done with your Scribblebot. And this was the first video on my channel, so I decided to do something easy. So I hope that was fun for you. And if you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button down below. And if you want to see more, just hit that subscribe button, and I will see you next time.